What's going on, you nocturnal kneecap nibblers? Zap here, and I got some Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City gameplay for you guys. Some pretty good gameplay, I think, considering that I hadn't really played a whole lot before this. And pretty much in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my initial thoughts and reactions and feelings about the game thus far. So right now, the game type you're watching me play is Team Attack, which is the Resident Evil version of Team Deathmatch, and pretty much. The Resident Evil spin on this is that while the teams are, skirmishing all around the map and trying to kill each other, there are also zombies and special zombies on the map that are trying to kill everybody, and then on top of that, you got zombies that are capable of infecting you. There's item pickups like sprays. You might find a weapon box that'll give you a special weapon, stuff like that. So again, it's Team Deathmatch with a Resident Evil spin, and this map, Code Blue, I played on this map like 12 times yesterday while I was playing. Yeah, man, that's what I'm playing right here in this video for you guys. Now let me go ahead and tell you guys my positives and negatives, my pros and cons about the game thus far as it stands. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the negatives, just get that out of the way. The only real negative I have with the game is just the controls. I cannot stand the controls in this game, and not so much the button layout or the button mapping, because I've gotten used to it. I actually played this, and then I tried to play Mass Effect, and I was messing my buttons all up. I had to get used to it again. But the button mapping and the button layout isn't really the problem. It's just the mechanics. You know what I mean? Movement feels relatively stiff. Whether I've adjusted the sensitivity or not, movement feels really stiff, and my biggest problem is just the cover system. The cover system is awful in this game, and pretty much rather than you moving in and out of cover being based off of one button press like Gears of War, you press A to get in the cover, or in Uncharted you press circle to get in the cover, or even in Mass Effect you press A to get in cover. In this game, you move cover by walking into it. You walk into it, and it'll take cover automatically. Now, some of you might not be thinking the way I'm thinking, and you're like, oh, well, that eliminates a little bit of extra button pushing for you. So, that's fine. Well, no, not really, because there are a lot of times where, okay, you're being shot in the back, and all of a sudden, you're trying to get through this door or whatever, and you happen to hit, like, a corner of the door. Like just a fraction of the door, and you end up taking cover. You end up taking cover on the wall. Like, it's annoying as crap, man. It sucks. The cover system is balls in this game. That's my biggest problem, is the cover system. And then to add to that, it's another issue with movement. There's no real fluidity in the tactical movements you can do. Like in Uncharted, you can roll, you can jump side to side, you can do whatever you can to get away. In Gears, you can roll sideways, diagonal, and that's pretty much it. You can wall bounce if that's your preference too. There's mobility, and you can do like really useful evasive maneuvers. In this game, you can dive to the side, dolphin dive forward, or action dive backwards. That's it. No rolling to get to cover, none of that crap. So that's a pretty annoying issue. It's not a game breaker for me, but it's just something that annoys me with the game, and that's my biggest problems with the game thus far as I've played it. Another minor issue is this game is really only enjoyable if you're playing with other people. I mean, if you happen to play this game and you come across some other people in the match with you that are using their microphones, and you guys are coordinating and you guys are working well, whether it's single player or multiplayer, it doesn't even really matter. This rule applies on both spectrums. This game is really only its most enjoyable when watch me get this dude. This dude gets, I know he mad. I know this guy is mad. This game is really only most enjoyable. Pow! But this guy is really only this game is only really most enjoyable when you're playing with people who are communicating, or with friends, or whatever the case is. I didn't really find myself enjoying the game when I was playing it by myself. But then once Blue got home and he got on, and Blue invited his friends into the party, and we were all playing, that's when we were having fun. So yeah, man, I definitely recommend this game only to people who have others to play it with. Like, I wouldn't just tell anyone to go out there and pick this game up, you know. And then minor issues, I mean like really minor issues, is and this is probably my last real complaint about the game, it's just the graphics overall, single player and multiplayer. Normally when you're playing a game, the single player graphics will be better than the multiplayer graphics due to, you know, more people having to be on screen, more things happening, you know, connections being put into play and all this stuff, and just to help with frame rate and multiplayer. So usually the single player graphics will look better than the multiplayer graphics because of this stuff. In this game, the graphics are not bad per se, but they're not gonna make you sit there and go, wow, that lighting is amazing, or anything like that in single player or multiplayer. So you just kind of feel, whatever. You know, there's some spots where things just look completely flat. Things look completely flat. Areas are not smoothed over. It looks like a car that doesn't have any tint on it, or not tint, but coat on it. You know, it's just a fucking flat, shitty car. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, man. But yeah, man, just another minor gripe is just the graphics. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I don't really have too many issues with the game and how it plays and such. Now, multiplayer ties into why I enjoy this game so much. The multiplayer in this game is absolutely fun as all hell to play. Like, the game modes are really enjoyable. My favorite game mode so far is Survivor, and it's not just your typical survival game type where, you know, you and a few of your teammates sit around and horde off waves or fight off wave and wave of enemies. No, this survival mode is pretty much, all right, there are two teams on the map, and you guys are all waiting for a helicopter to come and pick and extract you guys off the stage. And the thing is, there's 8 of you guys on the map total, 4 on one team, 4 on the other, and the helicopter can only carry 4 people, right? So you have to pretty much try and fight for your spot on the helicopter once it gets ready to touch down. So a lot of times what'll happen in these matches is players will work together, like they'll work with their teammates and stuff, but once it gets time for that chopper to come in, it's like every man for himself. People are just trying to fight for that spot on the helicopter and get those extra experience points that are given to the survivors. So all the while you're trying to fight each other, and there's zombies on the map, special infected, all that good stuff, and everybody's just trying to kill each other pretty much. So I like the game modes in this game. I mean, some of them are pretty standard. You know, there's like I forgot what it was called, but you got to capture samples of the G virus and take it back to your base and upload it and all this stuff. You know, so there's a team deathmatch mode. That's what I'm playing right now. All the while in these game modes, there are zombies on the map. It's never just players versus players. It's players versus zombies. And yeah, man, it gets really hectic a lot of the times, you know. Another thing I like is, although the graphics aren't that great, I like the environments, the atmosphere of the environments. Like, this looks like a fucked up ruined city at the peak of a zombie apocalypse. Like, this is how you would imagine it looking. You know, I like the environments of the game. They look really nice, very nicely done, and me being a zombie fanatic. Like, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know I watch The Walking Dead. My whole movie collection pretty much is comprised of zombie flicks, and I'm all about that stuff. So seeing what they did with this with this series of games and the multiplayer maps and all that stuff is amazing. Co-op mode is really fun to do. Just running around, working in cohesion with your friends and your teammates or whatever, and just getting objectives done. It's exciting, you know, it's fun. Would I compare it to Left 4 Dead? In some senses, yes, but as far as longevity, I don't think so, because, you know, Left 4 Dead has that whole core fan base, that dedicated core fan base that I don't think any co-op game or franchise is going to be able to like compete with at any time, at any juncture, you know, as the Beast would say. So would I recommend this game? Like I said before, only if you have people that are willing to play it with you. I don't recommend this for people who are just gonna, you know, buy it looking for a game to play by themselves. Again, I think this is a game strictly for people who have people to play it with. I don't think you'll enjoy it if you're just gonna play it by yourself. But yes, I do think the game is great. I like the game. It's extremely fun. I'm gonna bring you guys plenty more gameplays, and my son just sneezed in the background. I don't know if you guys heard it, but yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys plenty more gameplays of this in the near future. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That ended right on time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I got some more Resident Evil Raccoon City coming up for you guys soon, as well as some other stuff. So if you're interested in what I got coming up next, look in the description. Please give this video a like, share it if you want to, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.